Hey, this is Evan from RemoteSales101.com, and in this remote lifestyles video, we're going to be going over one of my favorite countries, and that is Japan. And I only recently went to Japan last year, and I've already gone back, already gone back again. So let's get right into it. So, Japan. Let's go to slideshow. But before we go into slideshow, because I think my whole face is still showing here, let me make me smaller, and let me go into slideshow. Awesome. So Japan. So who lives in Japan? So Japan is full of respectful, polite locals. It's a little bit more of an older population as well, which you can see from some of the demographics and also some of the government statistics on age as well. It's pretty famous for us to study in school when I was in high school, just to kind of study the age demographics. And you got to see the charts between Japan, Germany, and other parts of either Africa or the Middle East as well, where it's just super opposite for the growth as well. So, Japan, it's a pretty homogenous society. So it's respectful, polite locals. It's very tech savvy as well. It's a very highly educated society, but there is a small but growing expat or remote worker pockets inside of Japan, as it is becoming a little bit more affordable with the yen. That's been kind of devalued a little bit, which really sucks for those that are in Japan that want to travel internationally. But for those that are from outside of Japan or they're not paid in Japanese yen, your money has started to go a little bit further in Japan as well, because Japan used to be one of the more expensive countries if you're from Canada or United States for exchange back in like the 90s and even like parts of the 2000s. Now it's literally just kind of flipped. And now people have kind of realized that, and Japan's turning into a little bit of a remote hub right now. So what is Japan like? It has ultra modern cities with ancient temples. It's a good balance between the two that are in there. Kyoto is an example with Osaka right next to it. There's snow-capped mountains, as you can see, Mount Fuji right here, and cherry blossoms if you're going during Sakura, which is around March, April, May, depending on which part of the country that you're in. And yeah, coastal islands, which includes all the islands down south, and which includes Okinawa as well, which is super, super gorgeous. So where to stay while you're in Japan. So there's 3 cities that I put here. There's some underrated cities that I've also visited in Japan that I would 100% recommend, but I can make another video on a bit more of the underrated cities for Japan. If you would like me to do that too, you can comment down below if you want me to make a little bit more tips. I probably will have like 7 to 11 7 to 11 different tips on in different cities where you can visit and work remotely that are just not the 3 big ones right here too. But because this is a remote lifestyles, it's a bit more of a basic video. We're going to talk about these 3. So there's Tokyo, which is a huge mega city, pretty much has the same population of my home country of Canada. Just in Tokyo is roughly around 38 million. There's a ton of culture. It's a huge business hub as well. There's a lot of people that are in Tokyo, and it's such a huge city, and it's such a tingle on like the senses as well. Anthony Bourdain also said it best too. There's no city just quite like Tokyo when you get to Tokyo. There's nothing like it. Then another one that's a little bit more south of it is, and next to Osaka, is Kyoto, which has a lot of the temples that you end up seeing in different pictures of Japan. It has a little bit more of a traditional vibe, but it is a little bit overtaken with tourists during tourist season, so just be aware of that. But it's just so beautiful in Kyoto. I absolutely love Kyoto. I would go back to Kyoto if you stay a little bit outside of the main tourist areas. In Kyoto, it's absolutely incredible, especially a lot of the food options in Kyoto. It's just absolutely delicious, and the air is wonderful, super fresh as well, because you're a little bit more in the mountains too. Then there's Osaka, which is the other big city, which is a really big food capital, like a lot of very delicious like gyozas, okonomakis as well, and and there's a really good nightlife in Osaka. It's kind of a nightlife-rich city. Same with Tokyo as well. A lot of Japan is a lot of huge nightlife because it's a very alcohol-driven culture. It's probably one of the more alcohol-driven cultures that I've been around. 4 countries, and I've been to over 50. But the Japanese know how to get it done and know how to have a good time too. So when to go to Japan? The best is in the spring, like I mentioned, during Sakura, which is March to May. This is when the cherry blossoms come out, but it's also very busy, and it's also probably the most expensive time to go to Japan. So just keep that in mind as well. The fall, September, November is also a great time to be able to go, and winter for skiing and other snow sports, if that is what you're into. For the fall, I would love to go to. There's a few places up a little bit north of Tokyo, which is one place called Nikko, which has all of the leaves change during that September, November, which a lot of people end up going to Japan. Because, yeah, not a lot of people go to Japan during the summer. You see that the summertime is missing there because the summer is super, super hot there. It's super humid. It's almost kind of unbearable, and a lot of Japanese end up leaving and going elsewhere because, yeah, it's kind of hectic. So how to get to Japan and how to accomplish this and work a remote lifestyle in Japan. So what you do is you fly into Tokyo or you fly into Osaka. It's usually visa free, but remember, don't take my word for this. Do your own research with whichever country or passport that you have. It's typically visa free for 90 days for many nationalities to get into Japan. And the monthly costs of Japan vary between 1,800 to 3,000 USD. Housing can range between 700 to 1,500 with food around 400 to 600, but transportation is going to be a little bit more expensive. But the transportation system is, bar none, probably one of the best in the world, especially the training system. And if you kind of understand what the train system is like in Tokyo, I feel like you can almost kind of survive anything getting around there. So, yeah, just keep that in mind too when you're in Japan. And especially if you're staying short term, like Airbnbs and such, like you don't have to pay a lot of fees that a lot of people have to pay if they're staying a little bit more long term in Japan, 1 to 2 years. There's a lot of like weird rental fees that they have to pay you if you're staying longer term. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind if you're thinking of Japan for a little bit more longer term too. So why Japan then? Has a unique mix of tradition as well as futurism. Super, super neat. Such a like it's neat and unique at the same time. Like when I say unique, that's such an underrated word for Japan. There's nothing really quite like it anywhere in the world, at least where I've been so far. It's safe, clean, and efficient as well. It's a bucket list culture, and it's full of different types of experiences for any type of traveler as well. It doesn't matter if you're the more experienced remote worker or you're just going there just casually for the weekend, just for the Instagram picture. Like it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Japan has something for every single person, which makes it such a unique country as well. So Japan, is this your next remote destination? I give Japan a thumbs up. I actually would love to be in Japan for a little bit longer again. Hoping to go back very shortly. I would definitely stay for a few months or maybe even 3 months over in Japan. But yeah, gets a thumbs up from me. From there, let me know what you think down in the comments section for it. This is another remote lifestyles video in the level 2 unlock program of the Remote Sales 101 School community. And once again, my name is Evan. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.